Hi guys, I have no makeup on except for some mascara and I look really crazy. My hair is grown out. I wish you guys saw it when it looked cuter, but I'm about to redo it. I've been kind of down lately and I just would rather talk about something that makes me happy than ranting and raving about what's going on, because nothing's really going on. I don't know. I digress. I forgot to take my Lexapro for a few days in a row, and we're feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about Naruto for however long I feel like till I feel better. I don't have anybody to talk about this to. Nobody wants to talk about this with me. I'm say that out of all seriousness. Nobody wants to talk about this with me. I'm always a lurker on Reddit, like always. Like I will never ever make a post on there. But I'm at that point. Like okay? So, I started rewatching a couple weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago. I'm on season 5. I'm on season 5. It's a fucking lifestyle at this point. Here's the thing. I may seem like a fake fan. I know that. I get that. But I want you guys to know, like, when I say I was in those fucking trenches. Oh, no! I was there. I was boots on the ground for that fucking show, okay?
I have the power of God and anime on my side!
Wait, you...
Okay? Like, it has a place in my heart that I don't think anybody I've ever dated could even come close to encapsulating, even in the depths of our relationship. And I mean that, okay? It's right here with The Office. Like, it's right there. Like, those are my shows, okay? The lighting's crazy because I have this, like, pink blanket. Long explanation to say, I've been a longtime fan, but a high-key hater on the fan base. I'm not gonna lie, okay? Not everyone who's depressed and a piece of shit likes Naruto. That's not true. But everyone who likes Naruto is depressed and can be a piece of shit, okay? We all have it in us. Stop and think if you think that doesn't apply to you. It's coming from love. Also, another side rant before we really start diving into it. Why is this the one thing every boy is like, that show changed my life? It changed the way I think. It just taught them empathy. I digress. Let's get into it. Okay, so my last rewatch of this, like all the way through, was probably like 5 or 6 years ago. It was a long time since I had watched it all the way through. And I skipped all the filler that time. This time through, I have not skipped any filler. Filler to me, right here. It's in my heart. I love the filler. That shit is so cute. Those are always the episodes that have me weeping, okay? Because everybody in that show has the most disturbing, traumatic backstory you've ever heard. And it's so sad. And it's so sad. This rewatch was, I don't know, like I've grown up, right? I'm not like a little kid anymore. I remember the first time I ever watched it, I had to have been in elementary school. I was so little. And yeah, that was my shit. I used to watch it on Adult Swim at night, and that was like my little comfort. It was like a very big part of like comforting myself through like the most difficult time of my life. There's never gonna be a time more difficult than my childhood. Thank God. Thank God. And then yeah, like obviously as a teen, I dipped in and out, but I was mostly into Attack on Titan, trying to make myself watch fucking Fairy Tail, which I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't like it. Sword Art Online, I also don't get it. I don't get it. It's not for me. Okay, it's not for me. But that was more my shtick. Okay, I was just trying to like go through everything I could. Obviously I watched every Dragon Ball Z, like the prequel, the fucking sequel, the movie, all of it. Okay, I watched all of it. I like Dragon Ball. I'm not gonna lie, it's good, but nothing comes close to Naruto for me, except for Fruits Basket. Okay, that's a whole nother video. I don't even know if I could talk about how much I love that show and contain it to under 7 hours. Like I love that show. Okay, so this rewatch was very different. It's weird, and also like being so early in it again and like starting back at season 1, it's like you're like, oh my god, they're so little. They're all babies. They're all babies. I'm very attached to these characters. Sakura is always, she's me. That bitch. That's me. That's my homegirl.
She went through a divorce. She had 2 fucking kids. Her husband turned out to be a user, a cheater.
I'm right or dying for her. I believe in women's rights, but I especially believe in their wrongs. And she is, it's abundantly clear there. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. That's my Shayla. I love her. She can do no wrong. I don't care. I literally don't care.
Say something like that, you obnoxious little... Oh, hi, everyone. Don't mind him.
That's me. That's me. Okay? I think one of the beautiful things that I'm realizing about it this time around is actually how much I relate to so many more of the characters too. Can I just say I've been sleeping on Shoji for a while? I have. I got to that episode last night in season 5. I got to that episode last night. Spoiler alert. Fucking spoiler alert. If you have, bitch, go watch it. If you haven't seen it, spoiler alert now. Click off the video. Because you guys get so triggered about a fucking spoiler alert. Like, you can't click off and watch. I don't know. Where he is battling Lord Orochimaru's, like the henchmen or whatever. What the fat fuck that puts them in the earth little cave thing they have to break out of, right? And so Shoji is taking all like the pills to like boost up his power, and it's flashing back between his backstory. I don't think that episode, and I don't know why, but it has never, ever, ever done what it did to me last night. Because I want you to know I was weeping. Weeping. Like, when those butterfly wings came out. And he said, you can call me names. Can do all this and that, but you can't talk on my friends. Wow. I literally have, and that's what I'm talking about, and that's character development. Okay? And if you skip that fucking filler, you're not gonna get it. It's not clicking for you.
Fatty. Who are you calling fat? I'm just a little chubby, okay?
It's not clicking. It's not locking in. Okay? Because he has a heart of gold. A heart of gold. Beautiful. Beautiful. One of the characters I slept on, I don't know why. I truly don't know why. Like, this rewatch, I'm just like, oh my god. Everybody's written so well! Someone please, my birthday's coming up. All I want is all of the manga. Just drop 1,500 on me, please. Anyways, yeah, so season 1 I feel like is just kind of like a breeze to get through. I don't know. There's a lot to say about it, but also not at the same time. I used to be so annoyed by Naruto. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think it's truly just because I was around too many men. Too many bisexual boys that had... I don't know. Just malice. Just maniacal character traits, right? And it just made me not like him. That boy, that little boy right there is the sweetest. And when people are mean to him on that show, I swear to God, I want to fight my TV.
Yeah, look what I did. Oh, fucking...
I have to channel all my chakra into not turning into an anime character and beating their ass. Do you all remember when people were shifting on TikTok? When they're like, I shifted and I went into Harry Potter and I Weasley twins. Do you guys remember that? That was so weird. That was a weird choice for people to lie about and then describe in detail and put on the internet. But anyways, I'm about to start doing that. I'm getting that delusional with it, okay? When I tell you nothing is bringing me joy like this show. I gotta pick up my Lexapro after this. So, anyways, I'm waiting to talk about Sasuke because you guys know how I feel.
Ah.
You know how I feel about him. Love of my life, you've hurt me. Da, 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 da. I don't know the words. I love him. I love him. That actually might be my first love. As a kid, him and George Lopez. That's all I'm saying.
So George Lopez here?
That's all I'm saying. Those were the two people I was attracted to. Everyone's like, oh, who is your crush? Like, who's your childhood crush? George Lopez. And Sasuke Uchiha. That's why I don't entertain those conversations. I know I'm losing. Fuck. But at least they didn't groom anybody. Hey. At least they're not a pedophile, like most people's celebrity crushes are. I made it 12 minutes without saying a word about him. If you follow me on anything, all I've been doing is posting about him. I
love you!
actually think something was wrong with me, that I didn't love this character as much as I did. Someone hurt me. Someone hurt me. Just like people hurt him. And we're so linked. We're so similar. I say as I'm like doing level 1 Pilates just to try and not have osteoporosis, but we're so twin that I think that was the disconnect. Same with Shoji, right? Same. Rock Lee, the man he is. I don't think they could have written that character any fucking better. I love him. If you don't love him, I'm blocking you on everything. Drop a comment. Drop a comment. So I can block you on everything. Because I love him. What a sweetheart. First of all, I unironically love Guy.
You were only being attacked by monkeys.
Unironically, bitch. Clock it. Clock it. Because when they're in trouble, who always arises? Right. Because one thing they don't do is back down. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I think it's season 7. I don't know. I could be lying. It's been a long time. I'm not there yet. But when they go into his backstory with Guy and how, like, he mastered taijutsu. That's his thing. Like, he's strong as fuck up until the Choni exam when he gets his shit rocked. Unfair.
You kidding? That's unfair. She made those. I need to calm down.
They did my boy dirty. I love him. I also love how hard he rides for Sakura. I will protect you because you are precious to me.
For me?
I will protect you with my life. It's so cute. If someone said that for me, oh my god, I think I'd die. I think I'd die. That's so cute. Because you're precious to me? Oh. Oh. You know? But like, the fact that like he's in this world, like the universe they created is very like Game of Thrones-esque to me. Like it's so fascinating, like the blend between like futuristic and traditional. I think that's a whole nother aspect in itself of like these villages and the structure of their society and hierarchy and just all of that, right? Like I think that's really interesting, but I also think that like it's so cool that like Rock Lee, here he is, right? Strong as fuck because he's trained. Like he's put literally everything into his taijutsu. Everything.
Everything.
Every cell of his fucking being, right? And every single day when he's in training, it's always like, it's always people trying to knock him down. It's always people, and it was the same with Guy. It was the same with Guy. That's why I'm just like, God, like those two, same with Guy, right? I think, again, it's season 7, season 8. They talked shit on his name so hard. So hard. Everyone was so against them. And they're put into this training in this really intense like world of like people that have fucking crazy ass powers that can conjure snakes out of the ground. Naruto can make fucking a billion of himself. You know, you can do anything, right? And here's this guy who's like, well, I'm just gonna beat your ass and that's gonna be enough. Is that not cool? Is that not cool? That's not cool to you? I don't know. I don't know. I love them. My sweet little angel babies. My sweet baby boys. I love them dearly. I do love them dearly. I love everyone in Naruto. But I have to say, 10 toes down, this rewatch, Rock Lee, you're my number one. You're my number one. I'm the number one fan. I don't know. Something about him. Something about him. Another one, Lady Tsunade, the 5th Hokage. Love her. I really like her. In season 4, I think it's really just truly because I skipped so much of the early seasons the last time I watched this around that I really missed all of that integral development and plotline.
I'll leave you two alone.
I don't know. I just think she's a boss-ass bitch.
It is a sign of maturity to give people second chances. So I'm going to hear her out.
I personally, I love the healing powers. I love that. I love like the medical jutsu. That is so fucking cool. This is what I'm talking about with like the futuristic aspect of it. I think that's cool as shit. I think she's cool as shit. The fact that everybody's obsessed with always throws me. It always throws me, but what are you gonna do? I mean, that's pretty tame compared to some, you know, like the sage. No. You know, he's a great asset in battle. He really is, and he does care about Naruto, and where he has to like, he does like the multi-shadow clone jutsu, and he's like, and like building the chakra in his hand. What is that? I have to focus all the chakra into my right hand. All my vocal stems are just not important bits from the show. I like him. He's funny. Just the bit of him constantly having intoxicated naked women is just like, but I think that's the whole point, you know? You love to hate him. I don't know that I love him. I don't know that I really gave a fuck about him before, but he's chill or whatever. I love people that care for Naruto. I really do. I still hate Hinata. That fucking baby voice. Naruto. Shut the up. That's the only shit I skip, is when her fucking annoying ass face comes on the screen. Bitch, if you don't get the fuck up, that choning exam shit pisses me off every time. I skip right through her battle. Ain't nothing important in there. And let me tell you something. You can skip every time that bitch's on screen. You can, and she puts a foul taste in my mouth. I don't like her. I fucking hate her. That's how I feel. I feel like some of the same bits that used to drag still drag for me, like end of season 3 into season 4. I think, is it? I don't know. I should have written notes, maybe. I don't know. When they're like the Hokage is battling Lord Orochimaru, and then Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura, they're all off doing their own battle and the whole exam and you know what I mean? I like the battle scenes. I do. Like, I'm not really one to skip a battle scene, even if it's kind of repetitive. Like what's that really early one? Oh my god, when they're on their first mission and they have to like save the people trying to build the bridge. Fuck. I'll put clips in so it helps, but
He said Sasuke. Anyone who tries to take him from me will
you guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. When Sasuke and all them, they're Sasuke. Me just making excuses to talk about him. But anyways, and then who the fuck is that one bitch that pops up on them? And you remember with the mirrors?
One more time?
No, it's like ice mirror thing, and Sasuke and Naruto are inside and they can't break through it. But that's when the whole bit of like someone precious to you comes in. Oh,
What are you saying, sis? What do you mean
oh, it's that one guy who's like, by the way, I'm a guy.
No way! He's prettier than Sakura!
And they're all like, that's a good battle. See, but that one, it's like, it's kind of repetitive because it's like, well, the first 5 minutes are what I've already seen. You know. But I think that's also the beauty in it. I really like the art style too. I don't know. It's just very peaceful to me. I really don't want to talk about Sasuke yet because I have so many thoughts on him. It's actually... Okay, I'm back. Anyways, as I was saying, one thing I didn't appreciate in the earlier seasons, again, was that, like, Gaara's, like, evil arc. He's just very emo. He just needed a fucking mom. Okay? Like so many of us, this little boy just needed a mom. He needed someone. Fuck. His fucking sensei is trying to assassinate him? He's 5. Okay, so he's got sand that acts of its own fucking free will against his own people, but like, why you bullying him? Bitch ain't slept for fucking 2 weeks. I'm sure he is acting a little bipolar. He probably has bipolar, okay? How are you hating from outside the club when you can't even get in? Because none of these bitches could spar him. His dad is just a hateful ass bitch who wanted to be him. I get real defensive about Gaara. I've always liked him. I don't know. Like, there's something about him. Something about the fact that he just doesn't sleep, eat, or understand emotion.
You're an embarrassment to our village.
I don't know. He's very similar to many of the people I've encountered in my late teens, early 20s. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know that I ever really appreciated it as much. I think to me, it's like I've seen the show so many times that it's like, I know what happens, right? You know what happens. But it's like you forget all these little details. Like, I did not forget that. That's one backstory I'm not forgetting. That I was so little the first time that really like hit me to my core. I like remember the first time I watched that episode. You know what episode I'm talking about. Literally when what's his face tries to because his father ordered him to. Right. And it's this whole thing and you're like, oh, what the fuck?
Is that loud?
Stop.
Is this allowed? Is this allowed? And why? And why? And I think it also poses bigger questions. Let's have a big brain here for a minute. If we're digging into this way too wokely, way too deep, way too philosophically, let's think about mom for a moment. Mom. I don't know. That's loose terms. It's like me calling my mom, right? It's like, oh, it fits, but it doesn't. I think that shit with her is really interesting. Really interesting, especially the plot line with her brother, right? So his uncle. And in Gaara's mind, his uncle is like the only link he has to his mom. The only link. Like, he never got to know her because giving birth to him, we all know what happened. And then she put the curse on him. Because of y'all. So I'm inclined to believe, I'm sorry, she had reason.
You need to leave.
And we all know why she did it. Okay? Was it right? No. 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 Was it kind? No. Was she thinking about the fact that he's a child? Nah. Hell no, she wasn't. But was it badass? And necessary? Yeah. Because, hear me out. Big picture. I'm sitting in the most awkward position on my bed. You don't even know. If Gaara did not have his abilities, I would go out on a limb to say, and I'm talking from the start, okay? Like, I'm talking like the shit with his mom never happened, or they were magically able to cure it, or let's even say that the sand was controlled by him, or he knew how to control it, right? Let's say he just grew up with that knowledge, or without it entirely. He would not have been able to help in the ways he did later on. Point blank, period. And I think that's a great example of how, like, one, trauma response, right? And just like the baggage you have to deal with. I just love that as a metaphor for all this fucked up shit he, one, had to go through, and two, had put on him. He didn't choose that. You think he would have chose that? I'm very passionate about this. I love Gaara. I think his character is top tier. He's in my top 5. He's in my top 5. Easy choice. If I'm going into battle, are you fucking kidding me? Who the fuck do you think I want there? Gaara. Like, it's a logical choice, okay? Anyways, yeah, it's crazy to me. Anyways, as I was saying, I remember where I was when that happened. I was sitting in my Scooby-Doo bedspread with my Spider-Man 2 collectible pillows that were not comfortable. They're not. They're like the hardest, scratchiest square pillow you've ever been in the presence of. But as a kid, I had to sleep with them every night. I had to sleep with them. So I'm sitting there in my bed, blanket up to my face. I'm like freaking out because I could not handle what was happening to this kid. I couldn't even imagine. Just the craziness of it all, right? His uncle's sitting there being like, so I actually hate you. And yes, your dad asks me to you, but I kind of already wanted to. Fuck. And you got this, what, 5-year-old, 10-year-old, I don't know, ambiguously aged child standing over you crying, hoping you're okay. Still. And yet, there's enough awareness of his uncle to be like, and I know this is a resentment, and I know this isn't right, but I did it anyways. The layers.
The food that you make me always tastes so good, Yashimaru.
Hold on. I hate it.
The layers to that storyline. I think it just is fantastic. I really could talk about that for like a long time. I think the shit with his mom is really representative of like the way in which people perceive women who have done terrible things, right? Because like what she did was an objectively terrible thing. It caused a ripple effect of pain not only for Gaara, obviously, but everyone around him. And yet they perceive her in such an interesting way. It's like they're still making her a saint because she's the one that's and Gaara's the one that's alive. Like, even like, I don't know. It's just, it's wild. He just needed a mom. He just needed love. If you would have put that kid in a Montessori preschool and said no tablet, no iPhone, give him, I don't know, maybe some like Little House on the Prairie books, a pat on the back, shit would have been a whole lot different, even with the sand. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying on that topic. We can talk about Kakashi Sensei, because he can get it. He can fucking get it. Any day of the week.
What's wrong, slowpokes? Can't keep up.
Mask on. Leave it on. I don't care. Kakashi is such a great character. He really is. And I think the reason everybody fangirls for him is not what you guys are thinking. Because men do it too, in my observation. Y'all do it too. I love the fact that he's so human sometimes. Like, he really is just like so normal. It kind of shocks you. Like, his obsession with reading like romance manga and shit. Like, when do you remember the episode where they're trying to see what's under his mask or whatever? Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, and so they're like trailing him around all day, and they like try and take him out to lunch and all these things. They're like trying to see what's under the mask, right? And at the end he's like, well, yeah, of course I'll show you what's under my mask.
It's another mask. Pretty cool, huh?
It's another mask. And that is truly comedy to me every time. But like when he's like at the stand and they think they've spotted him, and he's like, oh my god, they're making my favorite book into a movie, and he like runs off, and he's like, I better get tickets now. Like, bro, you were just going beast mode on some other Genji and some rogue ninjas in the fucking woods. What the hell? There's this moment, I think about it. I think about this moment at least 7 times a year. I don't know. I like this moment in the series. It's way later on. It's when they're doing hidden shadow fucking ninjas of the secret the Shadow something, I don't know. You know that big boss battle where it's like Gaara, Guy, Lee, Sakura, Naruto, everyone, like they're all fighting together against those people, and then Guy has to like power up to that really, I'll put a clip in. I don't.
Him. Only Sage Jutsu works against him. Well, that and physical attacks such as Taijutsu.
No, I can't remember the episode, but Kakashi's sitting there and he's looking around and he's like talking about how like Naruto's already surpassed Hokage, and yet that's still like, that's all he wants, like, is just to be respected and seen as like who he is, which is someone who works incredibly hard and is super talented. And Sakura, and how she's had so much growth, because at this point, like, you know, like she has the healing powers and all that cool stuff, and she's all jacked and like, ha, you know. And he's talking about how Sasuke has overcome so much, and it's like flashing back to that first clip where he's like, all right, tell me your goal, tell me your life purpose, like what's your thing? And Sasuke's like, I'm alive to kill someone,
restore my clan, and destroy a certain someone.
And Naruto's like, I want to be Hokage, and Sakura's like, but is Sasuke looking at me? Like, you know, like they're flashing back to that, and to see him appreciate that and see that, like, he always brings us back to the teacher who knows that he is forever a student. You know, a wise teacher knows that they are always a pupil. And I think that's very him. That's very him coded. Like, here he is with these 3 fucking kids that no one's allowed to talk about the crazy shit that they possess. They don't even know what they possess. A bunch of airheads, honestly. And they're way, 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 way surpassed his level of ability. Like, he goes into it knowing that. And watches them continue to grow. Like, and he still has so much love. And so much, like, respect and care. And, like, there are those moments during battle where it's like, oh God. Again, it was that one where they're fighting for the bridge. Like, they're trying to build the bridge, and then they get into that battle with that ninja they encountered in the woods before and all that. But he turns back to Sakura and Sasuke, and he's like, I will lay down my life for you. Like, I'm never gonna let you get hurt. Like,
My life. All of you.
and it's the first moment it kind of just like clicks for them. Like, that's what it means to be a shinobi. Like, I love him. Kakashi-sen's so wise and so fine. Yeah, I think he also is like a character. I adore a character that knows their strength. In a show with so many battle sequences and so many things going on, right? Like, there's so many characters, so many plot lines. I feel like a lot of times shows like that can really rely on, like, really heavily just adding powers and randomly adding shit with no development, and we're supposed to just take it. And, like, that's one of my main beefs with Dragon Ball. I don't really have a lot of beef because it's good. Like, it's a good show, but I think sometimes the story lacks. I love watching the early seasons of classic Naruto for that reason, because I feel like watching them train and work so hard, and then watching the trainers grow with them, it's just cool. It's just cool. It warms my heart. I think another reason I haven't really talked about Naruto mostly this video, but a reason I really love him, and I think my perspective kind of changed on him, is just I'm like, oh, that was so me as a kid, and that's still so me now. Like, every adult or like cool person I encounter, I'm like, oh God, I wish that was like my parent or like my friend or, you know, my whatever. And I'm not really at a place where I like try and like it bothers me or whatever, or it makes me act weird. Sometimes I just be so weird, but I think there's something to be said for that really deep lesson that he kind of represents throughout the entire show to me, which is one, the parts of ourselves that are the most important or hurt or we don't want to see are reflected in others. Like, we are so much more similar to people, especially who we would consider to be our enemies, than we think, you know, and that's huge. I think that's huge. I love that. Like, how many times has he been there and he says, oh my God, he's just like me, or they're just like me, or you're how I used to be, or that reminds me, you know, that recognition, even in the heat of a battle, that's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's really cool. And I love that. And I think that's something that always is very childlike about him. And that is really pure, that he kind of carries with him. And then the second thing is just like I was talking about, really craving what you never had and always wanted. And like, as you grow older, if that is like a family, and I don't mean like having kids and getting married, I mean like a family, you usually don't learn until way later down the line that you've already created that and curated that perfectly to yourself. Like, I love when he just takes a look around and is admiring all of these like great friends he has. You know, I think that's why this shit with Choji made me so emotional last night. Because his dad is sitting there talking to him. And in the flashback, and he's like, Shoji's dad. Maybe I should clarify that. And he's like, you know, one day you're gonna meet great friends, and they're gonna appreciate you as you are, and be there for you, and all these things. And it's just such a theme throughout the show that really reminds me of that, you know, like it's a reminder I think we need, you know. I always like talk about how much I wish I had a big family, you know, like a dad and a mom and all these things. But like, if I look around at my life, like I have so many people that are representative of those roles now, you know. I don't have like one person who I would consider to be like that figure for me, but kind of like Naruto, like I have all these people that have helped raise me and shape me, and some of them aren't here anymore, which is really unfortunate, but the lessons that I've learned from that, even if they're a bit late, are still with me. Please. And still very much like present in my everyday life, and that's really important to me. Shikamaru, out of nowhere, I love him. I love him. This is just me being like, I love them, the whole video. Deliver, boy! Deliver! I love this. But I do. He's a genius. I love that he was the first one to become a Geni out of all of them. Deliver! I just think that's kind of neat. His character is just one of those ones where it's like, damn, that's good. Every time he makes you're like, damn, that was good. He's always thinking a step ahead. Super underrated character. I don't know. I don't see a lot of appreciation for him, but you guys should go back to the start, because you need some. You need some, because the fourth Hokage said, hey, that's really the only one that should be a Geni at this point. And then everyone got attacked, and it was crazy. But as Lady Tsunade said, hey, that's none of my business. Carry on. I take that energy with me. I love Sasuke. The whole revenge thing, like becoming a ninja and surviving living just to like realize that like revenge isn't the answer is always gonna be a plot line I appreciate. I think what first drew me to him was that he's an asshole and mean.
Know what's happening out there? Sakura is...
Kakashi, you're being just like Sakura right now.
But under that very hard, not even shell, concrete wall.
As soon as we find out who you are, trust you will be dealt with. Period.
With insulation installed in between a layer of brick that he calls a heart, there is a soft, gooey center. There really is.
Sakura.
The thing about Sasuke is that people love an anti-hero, and that's not what he is. In my opinion, he is a true hero. He is. And that man's been through it. You tell me, after your whole village is your brother's a fucking dick, okay? Your brother's just an asshole. And a psychotic one at that. Psychotic. And then you've got this snake demon bitch that bit you in the fucking woods and gave you a curse mark. And then you've got Sharingan in both eyes. So you're kind of already a cocky little shit. I mean, it's the perfect storm, okay? On top of that, everyone wants him. He's so incredibly necessary. I can't overstate that enough. The plot line of him and Naruto figuring out that they are, what's that dude's name? Fuck. You know when Naruto's in the dream-esque kind of space and he's talking to that one guy, he's got the globes rotating underneath him and the staff. What the fuck is his? I don't know what his fucking name is. Hi, it's editing me. I cannot for the life of me find a clip of what I'm talking about, the specific episode. I'm a YouTube video down below that explains it better than I could. I'm out of breath because I just walked upstairs. But anyways, yeah. This, I guess it's a controversial take. Everyone's like, this ruined their characters in one episode. Whatever. I'm not talking about the nine-tailed fox. None of that. I'm talking about... I can't even explain it. It's... The reincarnation shit is so confusing to me. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'll link it below. Go on a deep dive if you want. I have way too much time on my hands, so I did. But anyways, they find out that they are the reincarnated versions, essentially, of these two brothers. One that had the most amount of chakra and power and all those things, right? But wasn't given the power by his father, who was like the leader. I'm trying to break it into layman's terms because I'm high and it's hard to describe this. And then the other one who had less power but was given like the job of ruling, and then obviously he fucked it up because he became corrupt and he wanted to have as much power as his brother, and so he tried to do a bunch of crazy shit, and everyone was waiting for them to reincarnate. And that's... Naruto wants Sasuke's approval more than anybody, more than anything, more than wanting to be Hokage, more than wanting the he wants Sasuke's respect. And Sasuke wants the same thing, but he wants to know that he's Naruto's equal and or better, but mostly just equal, right? He's just my little emo king. I genuinely, I love Sasuke. I think that people judge too soon. He's really one of those characters where you have to dig in and realize again, like, when he made so many of the crucial decisions that led him to those terrible points he was at, where he was like full-blown evil. He was really young and really traumatized, and like, I think people like Kakashi and Sakura and Naruto, like, as much as they loved him, did not know how to reach him. You can't reach a person like that by loving them like Sakura, right? Like, you can't just like hug and kiss and have a crush on and hope that works to get him to like stay and fight against what's trying to devour him, right? Like, Naruto can't just beat the shit out of him and be like, all right, now it's over. Or like make a funny joke or like force him to stay, you know? Kakashi can't be like the fatherly figure to be like, all right, bud, now you gotta figure it out if what I said makes sense. It's not gonna work, because it's not coming from him. Like, Sasuke is a character that I really resonate with and appreciate, because like, he's not gonna do it if he doesn't feel like it's truly something he should or would do. Like, he is the dictator and the ruler of his action, even when it's a bad action. And I love that he'll just stand 10 toes down on that. He's like, yeah, I'm fucking evil. Yeah, I'm trying to you. What the fuck is up? What's up? Like, why'd you follow me here? That's always him. He's like running away and he's like, why'd you follow me? He just wants to hear people say that they love him. And I think he wants it from the people that actually love him. He wants it drilled into his head until he believes it. You know what I mean? Is that making sense? Like, he doesn't believe that people care about him until he started caring about him. Guys, he's a good person. Please, leave him alone. Stop the hate. You just don't understand him like I do, okay?
I'm Mr. Sterling everything. I'm his confidant, his best friend, his silly rabbit.
That's how I feel about it. This video is really just turned into me ranting and raving, but I love my little band of misfits. I love the boys. I love my boys. I love them. And the show just has really helped me feel better lately. I don't know. Anytime I'm down, really, and I've been kind of down lately, and I don't in particular want to talk about it. I was gonna say I don't know why, but I do. I just don't want to talk about it, and that's okay. And the show is very precious to me. I enjoyed talking to myself through a camera about this. I don't really care about anybody else's opinions. I say as I look them up constantly. So thanks for listening to my ranting and raving. If you know me, no you don't. And this is not Faith. This is somebody else making a video about this topic. And don't share this. Anyways, that's it. I'm just obsessively rewatching the show and really wanted to talk about it. So yeah, I'm gonna go make some eggs and toast now. Bye guys.